I'm having. I've got to be honest. I'm having trouble understanding some of it. And let me give you an example, just to be a bit clearer. So I'm classed as a trans man, and to me, I want the mastectomy, and I'm quite happy with strap-ons because, as I say, they stay up all night. So if I had like the real penis, they probably don't work that well. So I'd rather stick to what works.
I agree. Yeah, it's smart.
But
God damn it, Jamie.
No, that's true. That's true, though. Jamie's got Swiss Army cock. She can basically like whatever she wants.
Right.
Go.
All right, I'm gonna go take a piss. Please continue this. I'll be right back.
I mean, I wish I had that. I bet you my wife wishes that I had that. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the coolest thing ever. You can just mix and match. You want something that comes alive, that with vibration, everything. You got all the tools.
And it's how you use it. And I am good,
I'd be bad at that too. You could probably teach me a lot about that. But I'd be terrible at that.
My ex, she left me for many reasons, and we're friends now. But the one thing she was so good about, she told everybody that she'd never get sex like it again.
You're better. I guarantee you're better in bed than I am. Do you consider yourself great in bed? Jimmy and I talked about this in the last episode.
Yeah, I really do.
See, you need to teach Jimmy and I what we're doing. Neither of us know. I said, you know what? No, not really. I've got a couple B plus.
Worried because it's not going to go down. So so yourselves, you will have that moment of time that must be a bit of a worry at some point in your life where it's not going up as it should do, or it, for whatever reason.
My penis works really well, which I'm blessed with, but it's just the same penis all the time. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. At some point, maybe you take it for granted, or maybe you used to put in a lot of effort. And as a true guy, going back, you walk into a store and you see the condoms and say ribbed for her pleasure, and you just go, what do I give a shit about her pleasure for? Like, fuck, what about me? What about my pleasure? Just kidding. It's not that bad.
Right, let me just tell you the story. Let me just tell you this quickly. So it makes sense, I want a mastectomy and the right size, and that's what, for me, being a trans man is. It's about getting the girls as many as you can, having as much fun with them as it's great. Knock them up on the headboard. That's what I love. That's it. Now, I've met a few trans men, young trans men. Right now, let me just tell you this story. So I met this guy, and I couldn't tell. I didn't realize that he'd been a female, because, as we were saying about testosterone. Anyway, when I discovered that, I asked the question, so he'd had the mastectomy, he looked the part, looked great, and I asked, have you had the bit down below done?
Yeah.
And he immediately went, no. And I went, no, of course not, because it doesn't really work very well. It's much better having a strap on, And then he went, oh no, in this very gay voice, oh no, I like having orgasms with my vagina.
Again, that makes sense to me. I mean, when you add something on, until they actually make it so that you can have a full orgasm from having a real, big giant hog.
I don't understand.
I might just get the balls, because I got to tell you, it is fun playing with the balls. But I mean, it's $1,000 per ball. But does anybody just get the balls and leave the vagina there just so they can be like a man? Because half the time I'm down there just juggling around. I mean, that's part of being a man. Like, forget the penis is almost irrelevant. You could use the strap on, but have each ball is $1,000, by the way, Jimmy, in case you're curious. I had a guy. They actually.
I don't understand.
Well, first of all, what you missed is Jamie is great in bed, and both of us suck. That's the first part of this whole thing that you missed, is that Jamie is outstanding in bed, like dead serious, and Jamie's amazing. And then you and I are terrible because we don't know what we're doing. So that's a whole separate podcast where we have to learn, what these techniques are.
We'll bring Danielle Delaunay.